Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. I'm glad you guys made it this far. We are now at video number 3 in this series, A Day in the Life. First and foremost, I just want to thank you guys that are spending the time watching these videos. They do take a certain amount of time to create. There's a certain amount of editing. There's a certain amount of effort that I put into putting these things together. So I appreciate the fact that you're actually looking at them. And a lot of you are getting stuff out of this. I got a lot of positive feedback for the first video. A lot of positive feedback for life-changing moments. It was actually supposed to be A Day in the Life Part 1. Had to give that a different name because it turned into something more than what I thought it would be. It was simply supposed to be an intro. I was going through something at the time when I came home, turned the camera on, and I just poured my heart into what I was saying, and got caught up in the moment. And it ran longer than it was supposed to run. But I got a lot of positive feedback, and I appreciate that. From the bottom of my heart. I got a lot of positive feedback from that video. Thank you to all of those who gave me feedback and comments on the video. Some of you sent me inbox messages on Facebook. Some of you even sent me text messages. Double Platinum Senior Vice President, I appreciate that. You know who you are. But what I really want to say is I'm glad that I was able to touch some people with what I spoke about. You know, all of us go through some things, and I'm glad that what I did in giving my story up and telling about that piece of what happened in my life was able to touch some people and maybe hopefully put them in a better space. But really, these videos that I put together, I put them together for a reason 2 years ago. And the main reason that I put them together is because of what I was going through at the time. If you looked at the past video, you seen I was getting in my car on my way to work at 11:05 at night. A lot of people saw that and didn't realize what that entails. For me to be up to go to work at 11 because I got a delivery in Albany, New York that I have to be at 6 o'clock. I try to get there at 5 because maybe I can get in a little earlier. I just had to basically come home, put myself to sleep at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Literally changed my whole schedule. Just go home, try to get in bed and get some sleep, because in order for me to hop in my car and drive an hour and then drive 4 more hours to Albany, New York, I have to be well rested. So literally, I'm coming home, getting in bed. My wife hasn't got home from work yet. Our youngest one is at daycare. She picks him up. My oldest son just got home at 2:45, 3. So I seen him for 15 minutes, and then I literally went and got in bed. And when I wake up at 11 o'clock, everybody in the household sleep. And I'm going out and I'm going to work. And that was my problem. Although I had a good job, I was making good money, we just weren't seeing each other as a family. I got married in 2006. First time I'd ever been married. And loved my wife to life. Had a child in 2008. My second child. You know, and I wasn't seeing them. And that's usually how it is if you are the breadwinner for your family. If you're the one who brings all the money home in the house, you're usually not home. Because you got to go out and make the money. And most of us make money linearly. Linearly means we basically give up our hours to a job or to a salary job or whatever we're doing, and we get paid for those hours. So we're giving up our time in exchange for money. And if you're the breadwinner for your home, for me, that's all I knew. I didn't know any other way to make money. That's all I was taught. That's all my parents taught me. You know, go to school, get a good job, maybe go to college when you get out of school to get a better job and get good benefits at your job. You know, that was basically the blueprint I was given. Given by my parents, given by school. I was groomed from, you know, being a toddler up until graduating out of high school to get a job. That's what I was groomed for. And most of us, you know, we look at that whole concept, and for us to make more money, we only have one option: work more hours. So you're either working overtime or you're getting another job. And 2 jobs, man, are for 2 people. I was always told that. 2 jobs is for 2 people. Because that second job, you're basically working that job to pay for itself. But the price of gas right now to have a second job, you're not making much money having a second job. So I started looking for something. I needed to do something different, y'all. This wasn't working for me. And I knew that there was other options out there and that people were making money in a whole different way than I was making money. There was another way besides linear income. And what I started with was the internet. Started with making money on the internet. People were making millions on the internet. You know, all these people come across the internet and became millionaires. Most of the millionaires we have today were groomed out of the internet. So I started doing stuff on the internet, and it was probably one of the best decisions I ever made. Because once I started doing things on the internet, it gave me a whole different mind shift, a paradigm shift in how to make money. Because I've always heard the term, make money while you're sleeping. And it sounds real good when you hear it, but you know what? I thought it was fantasy. Because I never made money while I was sleeping, and I ain't never know anybody else made money while they were sleeping. So that was like fantasy to me. It's a great idea, a great concept, but put it into practice and let me see how it works. So when I started doing things on the internet, guess what? I started making money while I slept. And that opened me up to a whole nother possibility. I'm driving my truck and I had processors that processed my payments online. I had some people you may know, ClickBank, PayPal. I sold digital downloadable products online. I create these products, I create the website, took a little bit of time and effort, put it together, create the payment processor link, and what happens is people go to my website, they purchase the product gets digitally downloaded immediately. I don't even have to be in the process anymore. I still have websites up. In fact, you can go look at one of my websites. It's www.theroboformreport.com. Roboform is spelled R-O-B-O-F-O-R-M, report.com. But what happened when I had these things in place and I had these things set up, now PayPal and ClickBank, they would send me an email whenever somebody paid me. And this was fascinating to me. I bought a BlackBerry just because of it. So now I'm driving my truck and I'm driving down the road and it's snowing like crazy and I'm in this truck and I'm pissed off because I don't want to be at work in these circumstances, but I have to be because I got to feed my family. And my phone's going off. You just got money. You just got paid. You just got money. And it really shifted my whole thinking that, man, it's another way to make money. I'm making money doing this residually. I'm no longer involved. I set the process up and now I continue to get paid over and over and over again, and I'm not putting all my hours into it. So that opened the door for me to look at other ways to make residual income. And I didn't mean to go on that tangent. I'm just letting you know where my mindset was at that time and where it is even today. But as we go into these next videos, one thing I want to do is apologize for the darkness on the first two videos. I'm shooting these videos at night. Understand, I don't have a video crew with me. It's me. I'm the camera operator. I actually joke about that a little bit in one of the upcoming videos, but it's me that's doing all this. So it's dark. I'm trying to get my story across, and I'm sorry that it was dark. This video that's coming up next actually has a little bit of darkness in the beginning, but after that, everything else is very bright. You can see everything. It's not dark video anymore. But we're going to get into those videos now. The next two videos that I took, video number 3, video number 4. And once again, this is the day in the life of Omar Bird, truck driver. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoy.